Headphones with active noise cancellation and a built-in amplifier? Let me tell you all about them. Dave Taylor here, and I want to talk about headphones. Again, I want to talk about headphones. We get a lot of headphones. You would think there isn't that much variation in the theme, but there's actually a ton of difference between different headphones. And today, I'm looking at these. These are from Blue Microphone. Now you think, a microphone company, what do they know about headphones? Turns out they know a lot. So these are the Blue Microphone Satellite, and they're pretty darn interesting. They have a bunch of drivers, we'll get back to that. They have active noise cancellation, and they have a built-in analog amplifier, which they say makes them the only headphones in the world with a built-in amp. Not sure I agree with that, but be that as it may, they're pretty sweet headphones with a really huge problem. But we'll get back to that too. Let me start out by saying, if you use this just in Bluetooth mode, it's Bluetooth 4.1 with aptX. If you use it just Bluetooth, then you get 24 hours of use actually out of a single charge. That's pretty phenomenal. Turn on all the Bluetooth, the active noise cancellation, turn on the amplifier and everything, and you get bigger, richer sound, but now you just cut your battery life down to 8 hours. Still, 8 hours, Bluetooth headphones, super nice sound, nothing to complain about there. How long to charge? Takes about 3 hours to charge one of these guys up, so not bad. And it has 4 drivers. So the headphones have 2 custom 44mm dynamic drivers, and separately they have a 30mm driver designed just for the active noise cancellation, which is a pretty cool idea to have a separate driver just for the ANC. So these do a really nice job. Now, as you can see, they're also designed to be pretty snug fitting. Oh, and they fold up. So that's nice if you want to actually have something reasonably portable, but they're still pretty big, substantial. Blue Microphone does a great job with their design, but they don't make much that's really tiny and modest. They tend to make big, imposing devices, and this is part of that same theme. So what else can I tell you? There's an omnidirectional microphone in here. When I tried it out with a friend, he said I sounded very good. So that's good to know too. So you can use this not just for listening to music or audiobooks or webinars, whatever, but you can also use this for phone calls. Now, it also actually has all sorts of controls on the edges. Now, it's funny actually, because what Blue says is that these are super intuitive controls you can use without taking your hands off of your ears. I don't generally find that to be the case on most headphones, and as you can see in these close-ups on the, let me get this correct, on the left ear, you have the ability to turn the amp on and off, to turn active noise cancellation on and off, and actually go into Bluetooth pairing mode. Though by default, when you first turn it on and there is no device known, it automatically goes into pairing mode. So thank you for that little smart step. And on the right ear, you have the plus and minus and pause and play. So pretty standard stuff, but there's still definitely a learning curve about where you need to put your fingers and all this. Now, you'll notice I haven't put them on my head, and there's a reason for that, because for all that I really like these and they have a really nice, rich sound, maybe a tiny bit distant compared to some other headphones that seem to have more presence, but there's certainly a lot going on with these headphones. Nice drivers, you get a nice full rich bass, and the highs aren't too bright, so it's actually, you can listen pretty loud. But the problem is the headphones are tight. They're so tight that when I put them on my head, honestly, I feel like I put a clamp on or something. Now, maybe they'll loosen over time, but I like headphones where I put them on and immediately I'm like, wow, these are really comfortable. And these are not those headphones. Now, I actually asked my 13-year-old, who has ostensibly a smaller head, I asked her to try these on, and she could wear them for a while, but she also complained that they were tight. Now, the problem with tight headphones is that it gives you head fatigue or ear fatigue. And so there's this tricky balance that you have to get as a headphone designer, where you want to have it tight enough that you get a nice close so that your noise cancellation works, but loose enough that I'm not constantly doing this or something else to try to just give my ears a bit of a break. So it's sort of a tricky problem here. And so I can't be super enthusiastic about these because I can't wear them very comfortably. You know, maybe for a few minutes just to try them out, but these are not the headphones I would put on even to listen to a CD, let alone maybe a movie or an audiobook or something. Now, you might want to check out some of my other reviews of other headphones to see how they stack up. And certainly I'd love if you could click the subscribe link. It's right there. Come on, click on it. How hard is that? Cool, thank you. So, they're $399. They sound really good. You can learn more about the Blue Microphone Satellite at bluemic.com. $399, like I said. And they're pretty nice headphones. My biggest concern and my biggest reservation with them is that they're just maybe overly snug. So, depending on the size of your head, no additional comments here, thank you very much. And depending on what you look for in comfort on headphones, then you might want to give these a try if you can before you purchase them. But there's nothing to complain about with the really nice sound reproduction. And overall, the design's really cool. Oh, and comes with this cool carrying case, and in the case it has a little guy, and in here there's also a 3-meter cable that you can use. So, and I really like this in headphone design. If the battery dies, you can just plug it directly via a cable into whatever you're listening to. Maybe you have something like this LG with built-in aptX, and you're good to go, even without any battery life at all. Now, since I mentioned aptX, before we leave, let me also mention that this is Bluetooth 4.1 with aptX and enhanced data rate, which means that if you have a phone like the LG G6, then you're in great shape because it has aptX, which is a circuitry that gives you more dynamic space in your music. It just makes your music sound better. Unfortunately, Apple doesn't support aptX, so if you get these and you have an iPhone, even I have the latest iPhone 7, and you think these are going to sound super, super amazing, the answer is they're going to sound good. They're going to sound really good. But since Apple doesn't support the aptX technology, kind of a bummer. You're going to be missing out on that little piece of it. So, something to know, most people probably don't realize that their iPhones are a little bit lacking in the audio reproduction department. Oh well. So, that's all I got. These are the Blue Mic satellite headphones, and I hope I'll be able to catch you in my next video.